So what's going on? Last year, skyrocketing cocoa prices for the first time in literally 30 years gave even AI stocks a run for their money in terms of how they went up. The BBC last week had articles about how shops are being ram-raided for their chocolate bars. And Reese's grandson, the guy who basically invented those peanut cups, is complaining that cocoa content's so low that they can only talk about it being chocolate flavored. So you'd think that something is still going on in the world of cocoa prices, and it is, but it's not going up, it's actually coming down. But this isn't because supply has somehow mysteriously increased. It's not because somehow more trees are being planted. Farmers are suddenly getting more active. It's exactly the opposite. What's actually happening is literally prices are being ground down. What I mean by this is big chocolate controls demand in terms of how much it's grinding, how much it's buying of commodity beans to grind them into the stuff that's used to make your cakes, the stuff that's used to make your biscuits, and even your mass market chocolate bars. This is absolutely terrible for chocolate, short term and long term. It's terrible for farmers. Farmers' yields are still going down. The average age of cocoa farmers is still late 50s, when unfortunately the average age of people in West Africa too is still only mid-60s. So we need to get more young farmers in there. But yields are going down, prices are going down. It's really hard to do this. And this is just really, really tragic for what's going on in chocolate. What we need to try and do is something more like what's been happening in other industries, which have moved away from just being commodity. Olive oil with extra virgin olive oil. Take specialty coffee. So coffee and chocolate are both about the same size. They're both about $130 billion. But now, inside the world of coffee, over 20% of that is specialty. So that means that people are paying a lot more for the coffee, paying the farmers a lot more because they know that they're going to get better flavor. This is what we want in chocolate. We don't just want commodity stuff where prices are set by massive great government institutions, where it's all bought by big traders and the farmers just get ground down. What we want is much more transparent direct trade. So we really need craft chocolate, which is at the moment less than 1% of the total chocolate market, to be far more significant. Yes, this means slightly more expensive chocolate bars, but they're so much better for you. They're so much better for the farmers. They're so much better for the planet. And they just taste wonderful. Thanks for your support.